Hey, everybody, welcome back to Ventthis. Look who's with us. Armen Babasoloukian. Am I saying it right, Armen?
You did excellent. You get a star by your name.
Well, I have a question. That's such
Yeah.
a mouthful, Babasoloukian. It's like Baba Salukian. Did you get like in trouble or yelled at or ribbed as a kid growing up with that name?
No, but all the street kids, they didn't know how to say my last name. So they're like, you know what? Your name's Babaloo now. So since I was like in second grade, since I was like 7 or 8, I was Babaloo. And I never knew what Babaloo was. I didn't know it was from I Love Lucy. So I was like, oh, I have something written. So it's like, yeah, Babaloo. But my
Did you?
last name has a long Armenian history. I will get into that another time. But yeah, I'm Babaloo. So I'm
Oh,
cool with
okay. I don't think my last name, which is Armenian too, Megarian,
it.
has a history. But I did find out when I went to Armenia that it's a very common name, but I've never seen it in the States. I don't know if you've been to Armenia or not, but we found that out. And I'm like, that's interesting because I actually do know now because of LinkedIn, another Megarian, actually two more. But
Yeah.
other than that, growing up, we didn't have a lot of Armenians in Connecticut where I was. So maybe
Right.
there were,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Margarian is a common last name. That's right. I've been to Armenia last year. My last name is actually, I'll just give you a little history. My last name is Baba Solukian. It's actually Turkish. Baba Oldum means my father is dead. I know,
Oh,
kind of a yeah. When my grandfather was 5 years old, he was escaping the genocide. Went through the Syrian desert. They asked him what his name was when he finally made it on the other side. A lot of horror stuff I don't really want to get into. They asked him what his name
yeah.
was, and he was scared to speak Armenian, so he said Baba Moldum. And then they wrote it down, and then they're like, "Hey, isn't he one of the Armenian kids?" Because a lot of Armenian people were coming from the desert into Syria, so they put an IAN at the end, and he became Baba Salukian.
Well, he obviously spoke Turkish, so he was a way to escape,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah, he
Yeah, yeah,
spoke
yeah.
Turkish, and then yeah, obviously, and then the people around him said, "Do not speak Armenian." So he, for the rest of his life, he never spoke anything but Turkish because he was so. I mean, imagine 5 years old having to go through a desert on your own, and then one of my cousins in the
Oh
'70s
my
did some
God.
research. Yeah, yeah, right. And so one of our cousins in the '70s did the research and found out our last name really is Daglian. So everybody changed their name to Daglian except me and my father. So we kept the Baba Salukian just so we could preserve that little bit of history, or I don't know. Maybe because all our paperwork was already in Baba Salukian,
Wow.
we were too lazy to change it. I don't know. But it's
Well,
and names are amazing things. Yeah,
yes, 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 yes. And they always, back in the day, meant, your trade too, obviously, right? So,
yeah.
Armenian last names. But, well, anyway, nobody move. We want to see more and hear more of Baba Salukian, Bada Boom, Babaloo. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, folks, we're back. And the name of this podcast today is called Men Stop Nitpicking Women. And I have a lot of issues with that too. And guys, pay attention because you're going to get ripped. No, I'm kidding. We just have some really fun vents. And I'm here again with Babaloo, Baba Salukian. And he just told us a really cool history about his name. So hopefully you guys all heard that. But anyway, why don't we get started, Babaloo? Can I call you Babaloo or should I call you what's a
Yes,
good way to call it? Babaloo,
please.
I love
Babalu's
that.
perfect. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, are you ready for the first vent, Babaloo?
Let's go. Let's see let's go. Let's do this. What's this vent?
Babaloo, I love you. Okay, here we go. Here's the first vent. We titled it. Sometimes we title these, sometimes we don't. And Loretta, our letter reader, always reads our letter, but she's been on vacation and she better be back because we need her to read more of these letters. But here we go. Here's my attempt. It's called Vet One. Women are bad drivers. Okay, I don't know what's worse, driving above the speed limit or driving behind a slow driver. Every offense while driving is a female driver. Okay, buddy. Guys will attest to this. Women drivers are the worst. They don't signal, don't stop at stop signs, and they either go really fast or drive excruciatingly slow. Their parking skills suck and they take forever. Oh my God. Okay, I'm done. And I'm from Southern California. You sure are done, buddy, because you are way wrong. What do you say, Babaloo?
I don't agree with this one bit. I have to say this is a
Yoo-hoo!
horrible generalization. Yeah, I mean, no, this is not true at all. I mean, there's so many things in this world that women do wrong, okay? Driving isn't one of them.
Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good, Armin. Good thing you're not in the same room.
Okay, that was a joke. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with this. I mean, whenever I hear some of these vents, I can actually get into the issue. Other times, you notice that the venter is actually the person with the issue. This guy venting seems like he has an issue with women driving. I don't know what happened to him.
Yes.
You know, maybe when he was young, someone didn't let him drive. Um, what I've noticed is that women are okay drivers. What I notice is no matter someone's a good driver or a bad driver, it's where they're driving at that makes them a good driver or a bad driver. If you're in an environment in a city that's known for people driving like maniacs, you're gonna drive like a maniac. I'm not calling anybody out, but the city of San Gabriel and the city of Glendale have the worst drivers ever. Okay, and I can talk as bad as I want about Glendale because I'm Armenian. Okay, and I know how my people drive in Glendale. Okay, and most of the time it's the women that are driving the best. Now, women as
Ah,
women as passengers, that's a whole different topic. Okay, especially if they're your significant other, everything you do is dangerous. So that's a whole nother topic. But women is dangerous. No, women are good drivers. They're more temperamental. They're more calm. I mean, women have better peripheral vision. They're able to focus and target things a lot better. This guy's like, he sounds like a comedian from the 1980s. Get over yourself, bud.
yeah. And by the way, I did a little research on this, Mister. I bet you're a bad driver, Venter. It's the statistics show men drive more miles than women on average. It says men are more likely to be involved in a fatal crash like speeding or drunk driving. Women tend to have fewer crashes per driven mile. They have minor accidents, get parking tickets or driving too slow. But in terms of being a bad driver, I say the men have got it hands down. Venter, if you don't like it, write us back. Ventthis by leaving us a voicemail. Let us know because no way. And I'm not saying that because I'm a woman. I'm just saying that's a bad. I think you're right, Babalu. I think he had some bad experience. Maybe his parents didn't let him drive. His sisters had the first experience to learn how to drive. I don't know. There's got to be something going on because you cannot generalize that women are bad drivers. And heaven help you, buddy. If anybody finds out who you are, woohoo, don't be on the road because I'll run you down, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's just
thank you,
that's
Armin. Yeah,
yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's all about. This isn't even. I'm not even one of those like, oh, women empowerment people, but I'm down for that. But this topic, this is not what we're talking about. Stop generalizing women. Stop generalizing people overall because you're gonna. It just creates a false narrative in your head. Come on, man, get with it.
exactly. And you bring up a good point. Sometimes people like I love my husband dearly and my children, but sometimes when I'm driving with my husband, he'll be the traffic cop in the car. Can you get behind why are you switching so many lanes? Well, because I want to get ahead. Well, did you put your signal on? Yeah, can't you hear it? Hello. Why'd you take this road? Oh my God. And then now I'm getting really pissed off and I'm probably not driving the right way. So I think it also, you're right, depending on who the passenger is, you could become a worse driver. Not a woman. No, just kidding. But I mean, it does depend on who's sitting next to you or who's
Yeah,
in the
because
back,
you want to.
the backseat driver.
Backseat drivers can ruin everything. Yes, so it doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. Backseat drivers can mess everything up. It can make you question yourself, and you can be a great driver. Um, that's funny. I like this topic. I really, really like this topic because it's like it makes you wonder, like, because like I am very reckless when I drive, So if I'm saying somebody else is driving bad, I'm most likely saying that they're not as reckless as I am. Let's say they don't go on the orange or the yellow light. So it's like, oh, they're a bad driver. It's like, no, they're actually a good driver because they're stopping, they're making a complete stop at the stop sign. Whereas, if you don't, basically, if you follow the rules, I'm going to be upset with you. So, what is a good driver or a bad driver? And I like the
Yeah,
statistic.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. This guy, you're right. This guy's got more issues than the driving. He's got lady issues.
right. He just
So,
wants to control people. Like, go control yourself, buddy.
yeah, exactly. We say, write us or call us because Ventthis, because therapy's very expensive. So vent to us. We'll help you out.
Yeah.
And write us, call us in, and let's debate this too if we can. So I don't agree with this guy. Women are not bad drivers. So shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. This guy needs definitely to be moved on.
Yeah. And this, because therapy's expensive, buddy. Okay, here we go. Oh, God, more women bashing. This one's titled Women Get a Better Dress Code. Because listen to this. All right. I told my date we should meet at a coffee shop. By the way, this was our first date. I dressed up to look really nice, a white button up with jeans. My date came over from the gym and looked very unkept, hair on top of her head, matted, and no makeup. It just looked like no thought was put into it to look nice. I think this is a bad sign. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
So she comes from the gym. She's not dressed up. She's making an effort to see you. Okay? Yeah, you're a button up and your hair's all combed. You got the gel and all the product. But did you like her? It sounds like he didn't like her. And that's why he's making up some excuse. But give her a break. What do you say, Bubbaloo?
You have a girl wanting to come see you and hang out with you, and you're going to complain? A girl that
Exactly.
goes to the gym? Like, what is, like, how come people, like, this is the thing I can't handle. It's like, men always have to do this thing where it's like we always have to point out double standards or hypocrisy, or that's why we're men. Because we can handle stuff. We have broad shoulders.
Yeah.
Quit complaining like a little child. Be thankful that she showed up. Ask her really pertinent questions. Maybe she's someone who doesn't care about materialism and having to be dressed up and fancy looking all the time. Maybe you
Exactly.
just found yourself a winner. Maybe you just found yourself a winner, buddy. And maybe you can go to the. She's going to the gym, bro. She's already ahead of the game. Like,
Exactly. And
right?
not only that, yeah, you could say, oh, what kind of workouts do you do? I see that you've gone to the gym. What gym do you belong to? Why put a negative spin right out of the gate? Come on. It's so hard to meet good people anyway who are like in good health, take care of their health, they exercise, they look after themselves. It's hard to find all of that in one person. Here he's got somebody who's doing that. So stop telling her she needs a better dress code, buddy.
Because it's on the other side of it too. Let's say I was coming back from the gym, or let's say you were coming back from the gym, and you were able to say, "Hey, I have like 30 minutes. Let's meet up and have coffee." If you're coming back from the gym and she starts nagging you because you're not wearing, it's like, imagine how that would make you
Yeah,
feel. They're like, oh, she just cares about my how I dress. She must be materialistic. She must be phony. So, buddy, looks like we have another case where you're just being surface level, man. This is not a good look.
for God's sakes, you're right. Just enjoy the date, enjoy her. She came out to meet you. She could have said, "Oh, I need to go home and change." No, she had the guts to come and meet you when she
Yeah.
didn't have makeup. Her hair wasn't done. I think that's a plus,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. That's like
Okay.
totally a plus because now you're going to see her for like how she really looks. She's not going to put on
Yeah.
airs or makeup or all this. I mean, you lucked out, buddy. And honestly, I hope it doesn't work out because she deserves 10 times better than you, man. I mean,
I'm
seriously.
with you.
Look, look. We love when you guys vent. Okay, it's better than therapy, but some of you that vents need therapy, and you're one of them, buddy.
Exactly. I mean, if he, it sounds like he's looking for an excuse for not to have it work out. But you ought to let us know, Venter, that if it did work out, if you've gone out again, because judging, you're judging a book by its cover. Give it,
Yeah,
read, open the page. Read the first chapter, the preface. Don't just say she's bad because she doesn't have makeup on her hair isn't combed. Come on,
yeah.
right? Okay, all right. Well,
Nice, nice, nice. That guy. Mm,
you ready for the third vent?
let's do it.
Another guy I'm going to scream at. Here it goes. It says, Cleaning Toes in My Sink. This is how it's titled. Oh, gosh. I'm not a picky guy. Yeah, sure. Or for that matter, detail oriented. But here's where I draw the line with women. Here we go. My brand new girlfriend, meaning only dating for about 1 month, decided to spend the night, so all is good. Okay, I find her on the bathroom counter with her feet in the sink, cutting and picking her toenails. And he writes, disgusting. Talk about the thrill is gone. This is a deal breaker. What do you guys think? Whoa. What do you think, Babaloo? You got anything for us? I think.
I just go ahead. I have to think about this one a little.
Okay, I just want to know, did this Neanderthal knock on the door first before coming in? Did he just barge into the bathroom and catch her doing something private? Come on. When somebody's in the bathroom, it's your private time. I get it. Cleaning your toes in a sink. Okay, I'll give you that. That's a little weird, especially like on the first day. I get that. That's wrong. But I mean, a deal breaker just because she was clipping her toes in the sink? Talk to her. Say, bro, I don't like it. Can you not, if you're going to clip your nails, can you go outside? Or wait until you do it at home? So, I don't know. I'm not a
Okay,
fan
they
of
said
cutting your
they're
nails.
okay. They said a recent girlfriend. Does it say how recent the girlfriend situation?
Yeah,
Because
he
they're not
says
dating
here,
anymore. They become boyfriend girlfriend.
he, go, he says, my brand new girlfriend, meaning only dating for about a month. So they're
Wow. So
fresh out of,
they became girlfriend within a month. Okay. 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 Um.
so this is the
Uh.
first time they're having sex. This is the first
Yeah.
time they're having sex.
Oh, their first time they're having, and she went
Well,
to
he
go.
goes, you know, I'm assuming it's the first time they're having sex.
Okay.
She decided to spend the night, so all is good. I assumed it was the first night, the
Okay.
first time they had sex.
I like your perspective. She shouldn't just
You
be
know?
barging through the door. What is he doing barging through the door? While she's
Yeah,
hygiene stuff, right? He should be thankful that she's at least hygiening herself, cutting her toenails instead of slicing him while they're having, the fun time. What else? I don't know. This one's a tough one because you're asking someone. I hate the. I can't even handle the sound of
I
toenails or
know,
finger
I
trimmed.
know.
So
All right, we'll give him some
this one's a tough
slack.
one. She should have done it at home. She should have done that at home. That's what I'm saying. She should have done that one at home. Create her little swamp water, a sink contraption, whatever she did. She
Gross.
could have done that at home. She could have gone and done her, got her pedicure at, a number of nail salons in Koreatown. This was on her, man. This one's on her.
Yeah,
She's half Neanderthal, and he sounds like he is too. So maybe who knows? Maybe they're a match made in heaven.
yeah. At first, yeah, I first thought he was a jerk when I read it, but then it's like you said, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking, okay, maybe she realized in the bathroom, oh my God, my toes look horrible. I should do something. But a guy, if you're going to have sex, let's face facts. The guy's not going to go, oh, that's a turn off. Her toenails are too long. No, all he wants to do is get you in bed and do the business. So she should have checked her toes ahead of time or cut them at home. So
And
I
you'd be
kind of think I'm with
surprised.
this Ventthis.
You'd be surprised. There are a lot of men these days I've been hearing that are into toes and into feet, and they
Oh
have to
yeah,
be
we
perfect.
had a few vents. Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of it used to be a like a side thing where it was like a freaky thing, only weirdos. Now I'm hearing it's a major thing. For me,
Yeah.
she could have either taken care of it before, or guess what? They have these nifty creations called socks. She could have just kept her socks on. And if she knew that he's one of those feet guy, then she should have just socks. I think at this one she could have just kept her socks on.
I agree with you. Or, and if he said take them off, she could have been cute and go, I didn't do my nails. I hope you don't mind. So, and then, jumped on him, kissed him or whatever. And the whole thing would have been forgotten. She could have thrown off her clothes. The whole thing would have been forgotten. But no,
Yeah.
she had to focus on a toenail, start clipping. And then when he walks in, the worst thing for me, pet peeve, when you step on a cut toenail, I want to scream. Oh
Yeah.
God, that's the worst. And you can imagine if she cut the nail, one of them kind of flew off onto the ground, and and now you got to look for it. And he's like, "What's taking so long?" "Oh, I'll be right out." And she's like trying to find the toenail. It's the worst. So yeah, it's not a deal breaker, buddy, but just tell her in the future, do the clipping at home. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Socks.
Yeah. Well, I know. I tell you, I had a comment come in saying these vents aren't real because they're so weird. Yeah, they are weird. We get weird vents, and that's why we like to
Right.
talk about them. Life is full of crazy, weird things. So come on. Yes, they're real.
And the thing is, it's like there's people out there who don't share their thoughts all the time. So we have only people that share their thoughts are people who feel comfortable with sharing their thoughts because they feel like everybody else with them agrees. But a majority of these people, a majority of, if we heard everybody's vents and everybody's ideas, we would be freaked out. We would think everybody's ideas are, no, that can't be real. That can't be real. You don't understand. People are weirder than you know. People are stranger than what. That's why sometimes people are like,
That's
oh, everybody should just express themselves. Everybody should say what's on their mind. No, no, no. Some people shouldn't, as we have witnessed in these
That's
events.
true. That's true. But still, still write us in, call us,
Yes, yes, yes.
watch us on YouTube. Still send us our events. We'd love to hear them. Weird, strange, whatever, whatever. Just send them in. We love getting them. I have one little tiny vent.
Okay.
I'm at the checkout. Okay. I want to get a piece of gum. What happened to bubble gum? Where's the bubble gum? I loved bubble gum. It's gone. Anybody tell me where that is? If you guys can hear this, let me know where all the bubble gum went. I loved it as a kid. All right, that was my vent. Okay.
Right.
Right?
Okay. Nice.
Well, Armin, it's been a blast. Or Bubbaloo. I hope you come. Yeah, come back. Oh, do you have any plugs you can, any things you've got lined up? Or besides all the commercials you're doing? Anything
Yeah,
else coming up?
I got the people I work for get paid enough to advertise the product, so I'm not going to sit here and waste my time. Go check out my Instagram, Armen Babasoloukian. You'll see a list of all my shows. Let's see, I think I got one coming up on June 20th at Astronaut City in Arcadia. Great comedy club, absolutely amazing, serving the San Gabriel Valley. So go there. It's going to be a great show on sorry, did I say January? June 20th. June
June.
20th this
But
week.
wait, Armin, where do you get tickets?
It's on my link. It's on Instagram, Armen
Okay.
_Babaloo. Instagram, go ahead and link it. Also on astronautcity.com. Pew, pew.
Okay, perfect. Yay! Well, thank you, Bubbaloo. It's been so fun. Come back again. I hope you want to come back. And
Thank you.
Will you come back?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes, I'm coming back.
All right,
I'm
cool.
coming tomorrow. I'm coming tomorrow, okay?
Okay. All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Love
Bye.
you.
Love you too.
You know, we can't do this alone. A big shout out to our outstanding production team. Sound engineer Gary, Loretta, the voice, slicer and dicer Isabella, and marketing master Greg. He can sell you your own shadow for a fair price. Ventthis, because therapy is expensive.